Hello, welcome back. This is the penultimate level, level 7 of Lollypop. This is the point in the game where what they did was they kind of ran out of ideas, and so what they did was they just heaped on loads of just annoying stuff, like the fact it's cold, you skid off of all these surfaces, you got lots of birds dropping snowballs on your head, and it's like, yeah, it looks nice, and they did change the character because you got like she's wearing a coat and everything. It's like, yeah, okay, they varied it. You get Tux from Tux Paint turn up, Linux character there. Don't go up the tower, that crashes it. That's basically just pickups. And I didn't know that I had to jump on top of this thing here. I did play the PC version, and then I learned a lot of things from that, which was incredibly difficult on that one. There's a bit I'll talk about it in a little while, which I just gave up, so I couldn't get past it. I came back to this level. I was like, okay, you don't have to go up the tower, which crashes this version. I don't know why. Go into the igloo. You pick up that envelope thing. It opens the door for that. This is the whole filler section but you have to go this way. I think you have to go this way. Yeah, because what you do is you come out of the end of this section here after coming out of the igloo, and it puts you in a different area. So you have to go through this way. It's a lot of messing about up and down, and it's like they do that thing where you can only go in one way and you can't go back the way you came. You have to go sort of around. It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of... You get to the end of the game, and I know it's supposed to be difficult, but they keep doing this thing. They keep giving you death icon pickups, and They did crap on you. They like that bird. Oh man, what fun! This is just a fun game. Can't believe I got this far into it, to be honest. But does that with the cheats, of course. The only reason why I'm doing it is because the cheats allow, and you only have 3, 5, or 7 lives, but it doesn't make much difference, to be honest. They should have had a credit system where you get 7 lives or whatever and you die, and then you get like 3 or 4 more kind of credits, and then that would have been a lot easier. But it just a lot of messing about to get this far. Oh damn it! I didn't get the checkpoint. I have to do I gotta do it again. Yeah, it's I want to see the end of the game because it'd just be nice to get to the end after all this effort. But I mean, it's an interesting game with some nice graphics, and the Amiga version, just a real shame they didn't bother. I don't know what the politics was behind that, because you'd think, was it the people who made the game said, nah, let's not bother with AGA? Or was it the company that said, don't bother with the AGA version, the Amiga's dead now? Because when this came out in 95, it had come out, the Amiga had been bought by SCOM, which was a German PC manufacturer at the time, and they did get the Amiga 1200 4000 back into production for about another year till the mid 96. So this was a game released in Germany, as far as I know. Then would they have known that was happening, because it was a bit of a thing at the time? It seems odd to me that they released a 16-bit version rather than the 32-bit version. And the graphics were definitely better on the 1200 and 4000 machines. So, I mean, it was nice that there was a game out for the Amiga when there was, it was a lot of uncertainty at the time. But it's not AGA, so it's like the graphics are kind of just sort of generic looking. Oh bloody hell! I can't get in there now. I can't get onto that. Damn it. I've got a lot of magazines. I mean, I'm old enough to remember this because I was... Oh, God. So I'm old enough to remember this being a lot... There wasn't a whole lot in the news. There was no... The internet was different, so we had a lot of magazines and everything. I remember there was a whole bunch of stuff in... I think it was Amiga User International magazine, which I've still got that copy. And it was like July 95. And they were talking about the buyout of ESCOM and what it meant, and the UK buyout was Commodore, the former Commodore UK, because there was the American side was headquartered in America, and that went bust, that disappeared. And so what happened was that all of the companies in every different part of the world they couldn't make the Amiga without the rights. They didn't own the rights, and that's why they had the bidding thing, and then ESCOM bought it. So then they got it back into production. Anybody who knows the Amiga would know this anyway, knows about the history, but so this was a German game released in Germany, and ESCOM had bought it at that time. Why didn't they do an AJ version? I don't understand that. It's like they couldn't be bothered, or it wasn't worth it, or I don't know. Why release an Amiga version then if it's not worth it? If there's nobody buying it? But I remember the Amiga went on till 99 or 2000, when there were still people buying that hardware from the ESCOM era to mid-96, and there was still people buying magazines. There was Amiga Format still existed, Amiga Power still existed till 97. Those are the two main ones I remember in the UK. I keep dying on this is funny. But I just don't get why they didn't do a 32-bit version when there was still the machines for another year by this point. It seems like they just shot themselves in the foot, to be honest, because you would want... But then I would say that if you're thinking about numbers in terms of the economics of it, there were more ECS machines than there were AGA. So I think they might have just thought, well, it makes more sense because there's more ECS. Maybe that's what it was. I've seen this before. There was... it was Zool 2 that they did a lot of 16-bit versions, ECS versions, which made more economic sense because there was more people to buy the games, and that was when the Amiga was still around in 92, 93. So that whole problem where you got more of the... I'll try a bit harder this time for this. I keep falling off. I keep dying on this. Must try even harder. There's more older 16-bit machines, so that's probably why they did an ECS version. But I still don't get, like, what does it cost more money to make an AGA version, or is it more time? They didn't have the time, or there was a... Because right at the end I did watch the scrolly thing. I've seen the scrolly thing at the end, and they talked about how they were grateful for having the chance to do it, and it sounds like they were either new to the scene, or this is their first ever game that they've ever done as a commercial project. I don't know, it just seemed like there was a lot of... And that explains why the game is a bit funny in certain ways, that they didn't develop it as well as they could have done, or some of the levels were a bit flat. I don't know. This is getting a bit annoying. This is getting hard now. This game is not easy as it is. Is this the cave? This is the cave. Yeah, this is the one on the PC version, the DOS version, which I rage quit on this. I was so annoyed. It took me an hour. I did get onto it initially, in the first 2 minutes. I fell off. Basically, that tall column, you can't stand on it. And if you bang your head on the ceiling, which is what you end up doing, you lose health. You need to jump 3 times. Once from that platform, once when you're on the column, and then again onto that little platform. The other one there on the right, on the PC version, that moves all the time. So I don't understand why the PC version has a moving platform and the Amiga doesn't. I'm having trouble with this. I couldn't get on it because it just did it once by fluke in it, and then after I couldn't do it. And it makes you fall off either one way or the other, so you got to land on the middle of it to slide. I can't get this right now. And this isn't injuring me hardly at all, whereas PC version, it was just, you have to jump 3 times and you've got 3 bars of health. That it took me forever. That's totally different in terms of being able to get on it. And what happened was, after I did 40 minutes of trying to get on it, it stopped. The platform stopped moving right the way across the screen. So I was like totally struggling with that one. Oh bloody hell! Can I get it there? Can I not get onto them too? I don't think I can get onto that. Oh, so if you bugger that one up, you can't get onto that. Okay. Oh, I don't need to get onto that little platform. Yeah, I didn't see any of this section here, so that was brutal. That's one of the most difficult sections I've ever played on any game ever. I just couldn't do it. You either fluke it, or you try and your health goes down double quick. Oh shoot, where's it going to put me? Oh, it pushed you there. Oh well, just throw yourself off that thing. Oh, you need to go there. Wow, okay, so I would have missed that then. So if you don't get that right and you don't notice and you leave this area, I don't think you can come back then. Once you leave this area, don't think you can get back in. Or even if you can, if you didn't know about falling off of that, you'd be thinking, well, I won't be able to complete it, will I? That is... that's bad. That's not very good games design. If you get that wrong and you don't know, you wouldn't know. When I was saying earlier about the people are talking about at the end, there's a scrolly thing at the end, and they talk about their influences and stuff, and it's like they were talking almost like this is their first big project or something. And it's like, oh, right, that explains a lot of things then, if it is. And then it becomes progressively more difficult, so I don't know. It's a very nice visually very nice game, and there's some very nice ideas. It's very well observed in some areas, but it's almost like it's style over content. They just kind of, it always looks very nice, but it doesn't play very well. So this is, and a good hallmark of a good game is it doesn't have to look very good, but it doesn't matter if it plays really well. And this game has a really nice look to it. They spent a lot of time and effort on the character and the backgrounds and the little, the things you've got to shoot and all the. And it's all nice, but then you play it and it's like, what? This is like so difficult. Oh, this takes a long time to load. Or maybe you could get back in then if you came back. I think you could then. But that bit there, if you didn't get that, it's a little bit cruel at times, I think. Ow, this is bloody unfair, this. Yeah, doable with the cheat, and I'd say, I don't know about PC version. If you want to do that one, I wasn't able to get onto that platform in the igloo there. So the PC version looks really nice. I am quite impressed with the graphics on that. It's very well done. And who knows what this game would look like on AGR. I think it would have looked closer to the PC version. I just wonder what the politics was about that. Was it economic? Was it that there wasn't enough time? Was it that they said, nah, let's not bother? Was it the fact that the Amiga had gone bust, Commodore had gone bust at the time? I mean, the PC version is 94, this is 95, so there must have been I don't know if the same people did it. I keep falling off this. The same people did this version, did the PC version. I don't know how it works. Like, is it the same people or what? I mean, I'm not sure what it costs to make a game like this, a professional commercial game. I think it was. I heard numbers bandied about several years ago of this era of 20,000, 30,000, something like that. Man, I'm not getting this, am I? Upwards, and then if they hit it big, you're talking you can make your money back and make a profit. So, and you got to employ, I don't know how many people worked on this, like 20, 15, 20 people, I don't know. And then you got the management of Rainbow Arts. So they got to pay all these people. So I guess they got to make their certain decisions about what platform they're going to put it on and how long they're going to spend on each thing. I don't know. Tell me this is the end. Where this guy, you kill him and you get that. Okay. This boss. Who was this boss? I don't know what the boss is on this one. I can't remember. Oh, it's this Walrus guy. Oh, are these people, these levels, are they inside the toy world or are they in the real world? So I don't know if this is a dream or this is part of the factory that this character, because it's a doll, right? So, am I just reading too much into this? This is. Am I reading too much into this? It's a walrus type. Polar bear? It's a polar bear. Damn. Okay, got it. On to level 8 then. Hooray, finally did it. And it didn't crash, because it crashed before when I did it. So, yeah, that's the end of the level. So I'll stop in. I'll be back in the final level of Lollypop, which is going to be fun.